Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this edition of high school football here on SummitCitySports.com. Tonight, the Wayne Generals play host to the Wildcats of South Bend Riley. Both teams are 1-0 on the season. I'm Thad Goff. Matt Jackson is my cameraman tonight. And the Generals coming off an overtime win last week against Crispus Attucks. Tonight they take on South Bend Riley. South Bend Riley is a team that's been improving in recent years under head coach Derek Lee. 5-5 in Lee's first year at the helm. They were 8-2 last year, winning their conference. The Wildcats won the Northern Indiana Conference, going 8-2 overall, 8-1 for the regular season. Only one conference loss on the season. So it's a team that's been getting a lot better in recent years. Now, there are some new starters for South Bend Riley for this year. Austin White was their quarterback a year ago. He was a junior, but Phoenix Clark is getting the start at quarterback today. Phoenix Clark, a senior quarterback, 6'2", 190 pounds. And speaking of quarterbacks, Wayne gets their quarterback tonight. Trey Dillard was sick last week. And now we officially have word. Wayne has won the toss and deferred, so South Bend Riley will receive the opening kickoff. Well, Wayne's a team that's progressively gotten better. They went 5-5 last year. It was Sherwood Haydock's fourth year as head coach of the Generals, and that was their best record since he took over. They're looking to continue to improve off of that this season. Trey Dillard, the quarterback, of course, takes over for Marcus Cooper, who was a very talented quarterback, but Dillard had not played high school football up until this year, so this is his first year taking the gridiron, at least at the high school ranks. Trey McCraney started at quarterback last week. He went 5 for 17. And Harold Mack had a great day running the football. 7 carries, 90 yards. He's normally a wide receiver, though, and that's where he'll start tonight. Kemar Nelson, 71 yards on the ground, 5.1 yards per carry in the game. And Nelson also had 4 sacks. It was part of 6 tackles for loss that Nelson put together. Outstanding game that Kemar had defensively, in addition to his efforts running the football. It is Harold Mack to kick it away for Wayne. So Mack will do a little bit of everything. He'll be on special teams, and he'll likely be playing at wide receiver tonight. May even use him in the running game, whether that means Wildcat snaps or jet sweeps. And we are underway. A little squib kick to start it off. Will it stay in bounds? No. It goes out at the 28-yard line. And that is where they will move the ball from. They'll move it up to the 35. Check that. I think they had a false start before the kick, so it's not going to be field position right at the 35-yard line for Crispus Attucks. Instead, the Generals will be backed up. So this time Mack will kick it off from the 35-yard line. That's more akin to where they kick off from at the college ranks. Low line drive kick, and that one's almost fielded, picked up at the 25-yard line. Zaire Shamanga on the return. He takes it out across the 35 to the 37. So good starting field position for South Bend Riley early on in this ball game. Phoenix Clark set to start at quarterback. He was the starting quarterback, I do believe, a week ago for the Wildcats. Takes over for Austin White at the quarterback position. Spread formation early on here as Tion Wadley, the running back, moves to the right hip. Broken tackle. And that's going to be a gain of about 9 on the first play up to the 45. Phoenix Clark with a good gain there on first down. Bravion Query with the tackle. Generals opened up the season last year with a win against Crispus Attucks. Now, Crispus Attucks is a school that has a fairly young football program, but they went 8-2 a year ago, and the Generals just beat them in overtime last week. And again, it's Clark on the keeper, and he's going to take it for a first down. He was tackled on the play by McCollin Westmoreland, but not before he moved the chains and got it right to midfield. That's where they're marking it. I thought he had gotten it across the 50. But they mark it right at the 50. It will move the chains, though, for the Wildcats. To throw is Clark, underneath and complete. And a good gain there on first down to number 18, Kenyon Anderson. Call it a gain of 6. Ace Monroe splits out to the near side. He's got Victor Doty on him defensively. It's a toss play. That's Wadley off the left side, and Wadley with room to run. First down, takes it across the 35 and out of bounds at the 34. Well, the Wildcats not making it easy on the Generals early on in this one, as they are already down to the 35-yard line. The offense for Riley is a base spread scheme, and we've seen a lot of that so far. 4 wide receivers on the field again, and it's back to Wadley. Got away from the first wave, but then he gets taken down. And there on the tackle is number 7, Jaden Bushy. From the shotgun goes Clark, and he looks to throw again to the sideline. Has a man out there, and it's caught. Turning it upfield and getting out of bounds is Travion Thomas. And that will move the chains. 1 negative play so far forced by these Generals, but then the Wildcats come right back at him. And they've got 1st and 10 at the 23, just outside the red zone. They continue to spread the field out and make this Wayne defense work. Clark to throw again. Out in the flat again. Complete again. No broken tackle this time, but it is a good gain to Ace Monroe. That looked like Wooten who made the tackle. They'll bring up a second down, but it's been chunk plays. That's been the result of the plays that Riley has run early on in this one. 6-yard gain that time. Only gotten behind the sticks once. They bounced back from that and got a first down. Up the middle goes Wadley, battling, trying to get to the marker, and he's going to be close, maybe short by a yard. It's going to be 3rd down, but 3rd and 1 it looks like. Third and inches, actually. Well, it's been an effective drive so far. Wadley, no, check that, it's a keeper. Clark, inside the 5, battling for the goal line. Did he get in? Touchdown! Phoenix Clark takes it in. The running quarterback gets Riley on the board. Now South Bend Riley will attempt an extra point. This is Austin Flugner on to attempt it. Flag down. The kick appears to be good, and it is. We'll check on the penalty. We're hearing that it's a legal procedure, likely against Riley, so you would think that the Generals are going to make him re-kick this one. Illegal formation, rather. So the Wildcats are going to kick this one all over again. Braxton Shines to hold. And Flugner's kick is up, and it is good. South Bend Riley goes up 7-0 over Wayne in the early going here at Wayne Stadium. We'll be right back in just a moment. You are watching high school football right here on SummitCitySports.com.
Cam Smith. I'm the Director of Football Operations for PSM Football. PSM Football is going to change the landscape of Fort Wayne football. There's a huge need for folks that want to get their sons and daughters involved in some personalized instruction, specifically in football at all positions. For the first time ever, we're bringing to the region a wide variety of different programming outside of the normal instruction. We're going to bring the 7-on-7 teams. We're also going to bring adult programming, flag leagues. We're going to bring indoor leagues, outdoor leagues. We're going to do a lot of different camps and clinics for all different ages, but also for coaches. We also take a more of a holistic approach when it comes to developing the whole person. We want to be sure that we're doing exactly what the parents want, exactly what the athletes want, and exactly what the coaches think that the athlete needs to work on. Parents can sign their kids up right now for personalized training at all positions in football, so we're excited about that, and we really look forward to having everybody come out and take advantage of what we're all.
South Bend Riley with a 7-0 lead. The early touchdown from Phoenix Clark gets the Wildcats on the board. A drive that took 3 minutes and 14 seconds off the clock. 8:46 left to go as the Wildcats will kick it off to the Generals. It's a low kick. Will be fielded at the 5-yard line. That's Victor Doty on the return. He broke one tackle, could not get away from the second one. They stop him at the 21-yard line. And the Generals will have the football at their own 21-yard line. So Trey Dillard will make his first start at quarterback, taking over from Marcus Cooper, the starter from a year ago. Of course, you remember Trey Dillard from the basketball court was Wayne's big man in the post the last couple of years, likely will be again this year when basketball season rolls around. As Wayne continues to shift guys around. They've got trips to the near side of the field. They'll go with a little screen pass to Harold Mack. He reverses his field, and there's nowhere for him to go. He got about, well, he didn't even get a yard. He got back to the line of scrimmage that time. Harold Mack introduced himself to Wayne football last year when he returned the opening kickoff of the season for a touchdown against Crispus Attucks in Week 1. He then caught a deep touchdown pass from Cooper. They'll put Dillard under center here. I believe Josiah Stallings is the back for the Generals. Dillard pulls it down, going to run with it, and he goes nowhere. Stopped in the backfield for a loss. Jordan Williams with the sack for Crispus Attucks, for Riley. And they forced him into a 3rd and 12, make that 3rd and 13. Stallings under center. Dillard to throw. Completes it to Mack. Trying to get ahead of steam, and he will get the first down. The Generals get a 3rd down conversion to Mack. Dillard officially 2 for 2 so far passing in this game. Had the screen to Mack that went for no gain, and then that one was enough for the first down. Here's Stallings on his first carry. There's a flag down. It's a good run for Stallings, but we'll check the penalty. He got out to the 40-yard line. Something tells me, though, there may have been a hold on this play, and there was. It's coming back. It's a 10-yard penalty, and so far that's the best run play, technically the first official run play of the game for Wayne. That run by Dillard did count as a run, but that was not a planned run. He ended up pulling it down during the course of the play. So it'll be 2nd down and 20, make that 1st and 20 after the penalty was accepted. Fake the handoff. Dillard rolls right. Hit as he throws. It's caught. Out toward the 28-yard line. And on the reception is Tyree Eldridge, the sophomore wide receiver. Gets back most of the yardage lost. Not quite all of it. It's a gain of 6, though. 2nd and 14. Tyree Eldridge got a little playing time on the basketball court last year as a freshman. It was mostly late in games, though, but when he was on the court, he showed some promise. A good route run there. 2nd down and 14 coming up. Wayne was able to move the chains on 3rd and 13 not too long ago, and now they move the sticks back. Was there a flag?
No, he shouldn't have moved it.
They moved the stick back to the 23-yard line. I'm told that there was not a flag on the play, and the stick should never have been moved. That's the down marker that's been moved back to 23. There's a discussion going on over on the far side. Now I'm hearing that there is a flag. I don't see one. Well, the referee, Tom Muth, gives us a signal. There was a legal formation against the Generals, but Riley chose to decline the penalty. That's 2 penalties this drive against Wayne. Trips to the near side of the field. Stallings the lone back here on 2nd and 14. Dillard rolls to his left, looks to run, and he is walloped. Number 45, Lamont Caldwell. Check that. I think that was number 15, rather. That's Murray Jackson. And another 3rd and long coming up for Wayne. They don't get a yard on the play. 3rd and 14. Maybe closer to 15 when you look at it. Harold Mack, the lone receiver to the left side. Twins to the right. Dillard will go to the shotgun. Stallings, the running back, moves to his left hip. Here's Dillard. Throws across the middle, and that's Mack, but he goes down well short of the line to gain. He got 10 yards, which on a lot of cases would be enough for the first down, but they needed 14 here. A couple of penalties served to set the Generals back, particularly on that last set of downs. And now it's 4th and 4, and the Generals will give the ball right back to South Bend Riley. Zaire Shamanga back to return the punt from Harold Mack. Whistles blow. Delay of game. That's the third penalty this drive against Wayne. They might have been trying to drive Riley off sides. If that's what they were trying, it was to no avail. Mack back to punt it away. High snap. Mack gets it away. Returnable punt. Shamanga fields it at the 26 and is going to be brought down back at the 30-yard line. Looked like Doty was the first to get to him. And the Generals, though they punt it away, they are able to keep it to a short return. Riley will start from their own 30 when we return.
On 3, 2, 1.
If you're on the level court, you need to have your ability to jump high, block, serve, react quick to the ball. PSM performance has helped me in every aspect of the game. Working with Zach has definitely been super influential. Getting stronger in the weight room, all the agility work, sprinting, jumping. It's just really increased my game in volleyball and also my speed and my strength.
Well, Jacob Sharon was one of the men in on that tackle, and he comes off the field escorted by the trainers, but he is on his own 2 feet. That's the good news. Jacob Sharon, one of the starting wide receivers for this game. We saw him a lot at running back last year for the Generals. South Bend Riley with good field position, though. They start from their own 30. Phoenix Clark had a rushing touchdown to cap off the Wildcats' first drive. And they move the ball effectively in their spread game. The handoff here goes to Wadley. He breaks free from one man, gets down the sideline, and gets a good gain out of that up to about the 38-yard line. For a second there, it looked like Jaden Bushy had him stopped to a short gain, maybe even a loss. Instead, it's about an 8-yard gain on the play and whistles again. And I think we've got another guy. Well, he's not hurt, but he's just reaching down to tie his shoes. I couldn't tell there. I think that was Wadley. But Wadley's back in the backfield now for South Bend Riley. And motioning over to the right is Travion Thomas. Trips to the near side. One lone wide receiver on the far side for Riley. Riley got 6 out of the last drive, make it 7. Go the toss here. Wadley pursued and dropped. And there is Kemar Nelson for the stop. Kemar Nelson with a big tackle right at the line, and 3rd down's coming up. Nelson coming off that game where he had 6 tackles for loss and 4 sacks against Crispus Attucks a week ago. Comes up with a big tackle there and did cost him 3 yards. Cost South Bend Riley 3 yards. 3rd and 5. Clark to throw, goes downfield, has a man out there and incomplete. The coverage by Quintavion Hamilton. And Wayne forces a 4th down situation, and it looks as though Riley's bringing out the punt team. Well, after a great offensive drive by Riley last time they had the football, Wayne is able to get a 3 and out this time. Victor Doty back to return the punt. Austin Flugner to punt it away. He's the guy who handled the place kicking on the PAT earlier. And this is going to be delay of game, or is it? A timeout. A timeout taken by South Bend Riley. So the Wildcats are the first team to use a timeout in this game. While they take a timeout, we will see if we can get a few words in from our sponsors that allow us to come out to these locations like Wayne Stadium and do these games that we get to do so often. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. New state-of-the-art car wash facilities. Free car washes are available when you buy from Kelly Automotive Group. Shop online at drivekelly.com. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. Well, both teams are back out on the field now. We are ready for this ball to be punted away. Well, Victor Doty was the deep man. I don't see anybody back there right now. Flag is down. And my guess is Wayne is just going to plan on letting this thing go, and that's going to take a Riley bounce all the way down to the 22-yard line. A flag came in right at about the snap of the football. Riley already had to take a timeout to try and avoid a delay of game. We'll see what this is about. Illegal formation. So 4th and 5 turns into 4th and 10. Well, I'm sure Sherwood Haydock likes seeing Riley go backwards, but and even though this is Riley committing these penalties, at some point he'd probably like to see this become Wayne football. Barring some kind of turnover or insane penalty here, it will be Wayne football here in just a matter of moments. So 4th and 5 is going to become 4th and 10. At this point, Wayne still has the stop, but and with 4:03 to go, they've got to make sure they secure the punt. Again, Doty does go back there. He was not back deep to return last time. This time he is back. Oh, that's offsides. Here comes a flag. Well, Wayne just gave 5 yards right back to South Bend Riley. Unless, of course, he was drawn off. Nope, it is going to be offsides. Just got an update. 21-13, Lawrence North leads Northside. Right now, Wayne trying to secure a possession here. South Bend Riley committed an illegal formation penalty 2 snaps ago, and now Wayne commits an offsides penalty to make it 4th and 5 all over again. Now Doty comes up toward the line of scrimmage. Nobody back to return the punt. And I think they're just going to have everybody in a black shirt just get out of the way. And that's exactly what's going to happen. The ball is down to the 25, and that's where Wayne will start their second drive of this game. Well, a big 3-and-out forced by that Wayne defense on that last drive. And now we'll see what the offense can do. Trey Dillard did have a couple of completions to Harold Mack on 3rd down. One of those went for a first down. One of those was a low throw. Mack had to go down to get it. And he went down short of the first down marker. They've lined Dillard up under center most of the night so far. Mack is the lone receiver to the near side of the field. Heavy formation here for the Generals. Josiah Stallings is the back. By the way, it is senior night here at Wayne. That's right, senior night in the home opener. As Stallings gets the call, and he's able to get across the 30-yard line. A good gain there on first down. That's technically Stallings' second carry of the game. His first one came back due to penalty. He gains 6 here. Stallings Had 12 carries for 40 yards a week ago, averaged 3.3 per carry. 2nd and 4. Stallings again, left side. Changes direction, 1st down and more. How about the shiftiness of Josiah Stallings? Well, Wayne gets its 2nd first down of this game, and they've got the ball to the 45-yard line. Coming up on 3 minutes to play here in this first quarter. Straight dive there, and I think that was number 22, Lennis Martin. Martin lined up as the up back that time, and it's a 2-yard gain. Clock is not running. That play did not go out of bounds. But now they do restart the clock, and here's a handoff to Stallings. Breaks free from the first man and then gets across the 50-yard line. 3rd down coming up. Should be spotted at about the 49, and it's going to be 3rd and 4. Well, that's 3 carries this drive for Stallings, and the Generals seem to have something going, but can they cash in and move the chains at least here on this 3rd down? Kemar Nelson comes into the game. Nelson, a solid runner. He had 71 yards total on the ground last week and a couple of touchdowns. Do you think this is Nelson territory here? It is. He's got room off the left side, and he's got the 1st down. Oh, and Kemar just ran into his own man, Javante Eldridge, on the back end of that. And probably a little, I'm sorry, buddy, I didn't mean that, from Kemar at the end of it. But give credit to that offensive line. They made that happen for Kemar, and he had a hole off the left side. You know, when Nelson's in, you think power formation, power football. Instead, he just got an open hole on the left side. Nelson again, he's got another hole this time, and Nelson follows his blocker across the 30. Mack leading the way for him. 1st down, Generals. And that was like a Mack truck leading the way for you. Mack throwing that block at the end of it, and the Generals, for the time being, keep the chains moving. It looks like Stallings back in the backfield now. Stallings, left side. Oh, a little shirt tail tackle. He got a good gain out of it to about the 20. Well, as we approach the final 90 seconds of this first quarter rather, the Generals are down 7-0, but on the move. They've got the running game working. It was Stallings early on. Mack, 2 good runs, including a 3rd down conversion. Now Stallings back in there again. And you wonder if maybe we might see a shot to the end zone here. Generals have forced the Wildcats to pay attention to their run game. But if you get Mack wide open down the sideline, that could be something dangerous. But it's Stallings who's drilled in the backfield. Kion Chappelle with a tackle for loss, and 3rd down and long is coming up. 3rd down and 9, it looks like. Got a little update for you. Lures is leading New Haven 17-6. New Haven is on the move, though. Make it 3rd and 8, not 3rd and 9. But Stallings remains the lone back. Fade to the corner, looking for Mack. 1-on-1, incomplete. Had a chance at him. The coverage was by Nick Washington. Well, this is going to be 4th down from the 24-yard line. A field goal here would be a 41-yarder, but it looks like Wayne's keeping the offense on the field. Generals are 2 for 3 on 3rd down so far, but now 2 for 4 on 3rd downs, that is. They go for their first 4th down attempt of the game. It's 4th and 8, 23.7 to go in the quarter. Dillard on a rollout. He's got room to run. He takes it. Oh, Dillard, he's gone. Touchdown. 4th and 8, and the Generals cash in. Dillard gets it done. How's that for your 4th down gambles? Boy, Dillard had all kinds of space on that right side. And when he saw it, he wasted very little time, and the Generals will likely go for the tying PAT. Or will they? There's a flag down. Is this going to be excessive celebration? Sideline warning. Either a sideline warning or Tom Muse just pushing everybody back to the sideline. Wayne's got the offense still out there. It looks like they're going to go for the 2-point attempt. Well, PAT would tie the game here. Somebody just said, where's Nelson? Right now, Nelson's on the sideline. Wayne's going for the lead in the 2-point try, and now a timeout. They may think about this a little further. Got another update for you. New Haven has scored. They now trail Lures 17-12. Well, meanwhile, see if we can show you this replay. It's brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. And look at all the room that Trey Dillard has off the right side. That is just a wide open lane. A beautiful play action fake, and Dillard got free. Passing so far today, he's 2 for 2, and I believe that's his 3rd carry of the ball game, first of this drive. So the 4th and 8 gamble pays off. Dillard's going back out there, and I think that the Generals may be going for 2 when all's said and done. And by the formation they are. They got Stallings in the backfield. Dillard will operate out of the gun. Play clock down to 11. He wants to throw the fade, and a flag comes in. That was broken up anyway. False start. Generals perhaps bailed out there. Nick Washington was the one who deflected it. But we're going for Doty in the near corner. So this one will back the Generals up. Well, now Mack coming onto the field. And they might be going for the PAT this time. Be an even longer PAT. Oh, nope. They're going to continue trying to go for 2. Kemar Nelson is in the backfield. Extra blockers on the right side of the formation. Javante Eldridge is one of those blockers. Dillard to the end zone, incomplete. He had Mack out there, and he led him a little too much. Well, Wayne gets the touchdown, but they go for 2 and come up short. Well, what kind of a ball game do we have brewing here at Wayne Stadium? Right now it's 7-6 in favor of South Bend Riley. And we will be right back here on SummitCitySports.com.
Cam Smith. I'm the Director of Football Operations for PSM Football. PSM Football is going to change the landscape of Fort Wayne football. There's a huge need for folks that want to get their sons and daughters involved in some personalized instruction, specifically in football at all positions. For the first time ever, we're bringing to the region a wide variety of different programming outside of the normal instruction. We're going to bring the 7-on-7 teams. We're also going to bring adult programming, flag leagues. We're going to bring indoor leagues, outdoor leagues. We're going to do a lot of different camps and clinics for all different ages, but also for coaches. We also take a more of a holistic approach when it comes to developing the whole person. We want to be sure that we're doing exactly what the parents want, exactly what the athletes want, and exactly what the coaches think that the athlete needs to work on. Parents can sign their kids up right now for personalized training at all positions in football, so we're excited about that, and we look forward to have everybody come out and take advantage of what we're offering.
Harold Mack will kick it off for Wayne as they trail South Bend Riley by a score of 7-6. Trey Dillard with the fourth down touchdown run. But then the two-point attempt was to no avail, as Dillard's pass for Mack in the end zone was just a little beyond his reach. He had him. Mack had the defender beat. The throw was just a little beyond his reach. Low kickoff fielded right at the 39, and then right down on the ground goes number 16, James Aiken. And South Bend Riley will now start this drive with very good field position. They'll start from their own 44. 15.8 seconds left to play here in the first half. No time came off the clock there, although when the ball is fielded, usually time does start to come off the clock. Not so in this case. Clark to throw on first down. He goes to the far side, and that's complete. A good open field tackle there on the far side by Wooten. Zaire Shamanga makes the catch, and his forward progress was stopped inbound, so the clock continues to run, and that's going to be the final play of the first quarter. Well, the Wayne Generals putting up a fight, especially after putting together a really good drive. But they are down 7-6 at the hands of South Bend Riley, and we will return in just a moment. You're watching high school football on SummitCitySports.com.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Why choose Kelly Chevrolet? We offer a wide selection of new and used inventory with a team that guides you to your perfect fit. Our certified pre-owned options ensure peace of mind with warranties and rigorous inspections. Competitive pricing, flexible financing, and convenient trade and services, making your dream Chevrolet a reality. Trust our experienced service team to keep your vehicle in top shape, and enjoy free car washes as long as you own your vehicle.
Well, they called that last play a 3-yard gain for South Bend Riley. It looked like more, but they call it a 3-yard gain, so second down and 7. They'll hand that off to Wadley. He bounces off a tackle, and then Nelson gets to him, and the rest of the Generals come in to finish him off. That was a nice cutback there by Wadley, but Nelson was ready for it, and so was that second wave of Generals. I think Bushy and Query might have been there as well. Jaden Bushy and Bravion Query. By the way, today is being recognized as senior night for Wayne Fall Sports. I know it's only week 2 of high school football, but Wayne High School decided to recognize their fall sports seniors a little bit early this year. Not just football, but also cross country and other sports. Here's Clark on the rollout. He has a man out there, but it's too strong. He had a man wide open. But it's another 3 and out, you would think, for this General defense, unless Riley decides to roll the dice. Doesn't look like they're gonna, unless, of course, they fake it. Victor Doty will go back to return this punt. Austin Flugner to punt it away. And a whistle blows. Do we have a timeout? No, delay of game. Well, the penalty bug's starting to bite South Bend Riley. Well, Phoenix Clark has had a couple of wide open receivers the last two drives, particularly on this one. He just missed him. That was on that third down play. Fourth and 12 now as Flugner stands back at his own 31. Oh, he just got it off. Doty on the return. Down the sideline. Takes it to the 40. So now the Generals will start with good field position at their own 40-yard line. Now it'll be interesting to see what they choose to do on this next drive if they were to get to the end zone. If you score the touchdown, you go up 5. And if you get the 2-point conversion, it's back to a 7-point game. But the Generals missed their 2-point attempt last time. Now, the last drive, what worked for them so well was the running game. The running game really set up everything. First with Josiah Stallings, and then a couple of good runs from Kemar Nelson. And then Trey Dillard had the big run, the touchdown run on 4th and 8 that capped it off. Dillard with a little swing pass out to Jacob Sharon, and Sharon unable to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's swung out of bounds. Nick Washington with the tackle. That's Sharon's first touch of this game. We were used to seeing him at the running back position last year. This year, they're using him more as a receiver. Call it a loss on the play. 2nd and 11. Josiah Stallings, the lone back here on 2nd and long. They'll give it to him, and Stallings is able to get positive yardage out of that. Kept his feet moving as Tyler Flugner came in with a host of other Wildcats to make that tackle. 3rd and 8. Officially, Dillard's thrown the ball 3 times, I do believe, today. That's not counting the 2-point attempt. Twin wide receivers to the far side. Dillard looks downfield, floats it downfield, and it's incomplete. Well short of the reach of Harold Mack. Nick Washington had great coverage there, and it's going to be 4th down. Mack will punt it away as the Generals go 3 and out. That's the first time today that they've gone 3 and out. Forced a couple of 3 and outs the last 2 times South Bend Riley has had the football. Mack gets it away. Good strong kick. Takes a Generals bounce inside the 10. And keeps on rolling down to about the 5. Great punt by Mack. And the Generals set up their defense with some great field position. Well, Wayne has forced 3 and outs the last 2 times South Bend Riley's had the football. They'd love to force one of those, maybe get themselves some good field position here on this next drive. Either that or maybe force a turnover here in the Riley red zone. Phoenix Clark stands on his own goal line. Looks to throw. Now trying to roll out of trouble. He's able to get out of the end zone and get a lot more than that. Clark is going to get the first down. Well, that'll get Riley some breathing room as Phoenix Clark is able to turn some bad field position into a first down. And they'll mark the ball up at the 17-yard line. Checking on some other scores around the area here in just a second. Brewers now leads New Haven 20-10 from what we can see. I think that should be 20-12 though. Clark throws to the near side and that's complete. Travion Thomas with the catch and he takes it out to about the 27, maybe the 28-yard line. That should be enough for the first down. They're going to call him short by a yard. I think that's Thomas's first catch of the game. Second catch, actually, as General's still trying to get guys off the field. That's Wooten who goes to the sideline. Low snap, all pressure off the edge, and they get to him. Jaden Bushy unblocked. And he gets to the quarterback. Well, Jaden Bushy has seen this running quarterback, Phoenix Clark, dominate on the ground today, but he said not this time. Clark was back to pass that time. And a big tackle for loss there for Bushy. Third down and about 6 coming up here. Clark to the sideline. It's caught, and they get the first down. Ace Monroe, he just got it over the defender's arms. Quentin Thomas in coverage there, it looked like. It was either him or Darion Evans. Clark got it right over the corner. What a great throw that was. Just over the corner's outstretched arm. First and 10 from the 37. Wadley up the middle. Takes it down to about the 41. That's a 4-yard gain, and well, guys got tangled up there on the far side for a second. I think that was Sharon getting tangled up for a second there, maybe with Shamanga. Inside 8 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Blitz shown. I believe that's Query who's showing a blitz there. He gets protected well, but not everybody does. A little takedown there behind the line. Cooper Richardson, number 53, with the tackle for loss. Well, another big play in the backfield for Wayne. But Riley was able to convert on their last third down. Can they do it again? Ace Monroe back on the field. Clark to throw. Running out of time. Pocket collapses, and Clark goes down. Kemar Nelson was there. So, too, was Jaden Bushy. The pressure by the Generals gets to Clark. And another big-time stop. Boy, Wayne has really bounced back well defensively after giving up that opening drive touchdown. Since then, 3 possessions for Riley. They have not found the end zone. 2 3-and-outs. This one not a 3-and-out, but the Generals, despite allowing a couple first downs, they bear down and they get the stop. That's a low kick bobbled, got to pick it up. They do. And along the near side goes Doty, and he takes it out of bounds across the 45-yard line. Looked like he got out at about the 46. Boy, good recovery there by Victor Doty, and I mean that in a couple of different ways. First of all, he recovered the muff punt. Secondly, despite the mishap, he recovered mentally and was able to preserve the possession. That score I just heard was Huntington North 36, Northrop 30. I might have heard that wrong, but that's what it sounded like. Well, late onto the field is Bushy, and now he's going to come back off. Harold Mack will come on instead. Play clock's at 15. Heavy formation here for Wayne. Well, Stallings lost the ball. He falls back on top of it. It's a 3-yard loss. Stallings, though, able to prevent the worst-case scenario. They'll call it a loss of 2 on the play. Make that 3 as they move the ball back to the 42. 2nd and 13. Well, Stallings was the workhorse on Wayne's scoring drive. Perhaps trying to get him going again, and they may go back to him, if not on this drive, perhaps sometime later in the ballgame. He's been reliable. Whistles blow this dead. They gave that one to the up back that time. I think that was number 22, Lanas Martin. It's a false start on Wayne, and they're going backwards on this drive. A couple of fans there on the sidelines doing push-ups. Well, last week I was at Heritage, and they had a little administrator golf cart race. Their athletic director, Tim Burton, won that. By the way, the same referee that did that game is doing this game, Tom Muth. 2nd down and 18. After a fumble and a 2-yard loss and then a false start. Little jet sweep, that's Mack. Changes direction, but he's hauled down by the shirt tail. Murray Jackson. A big-time loss, and the Generals, after starting at the 45-yard line, are now going backwards. They've lost 13 yards this drive.
I think they left him at home on purpose. He was supposed to go. I mean, he closed and kept the gap there. I want you to overrun the play.
They'll run the ball here. A safe call with Stallings. He's able to get positive yardage, but not much of it. Gets up to the 34, 2-yard gain, and it's 4th and long, 4th and 21. And Wayne will, in all likelihood, bring out the punt team. Well, the defense has bared down the last 3 Riley possessions, but the offense has been unable to find the end zone the last couple drives. In fact, I believe they've gone 3 and out the last 2 drives. Mack back in punt formation. Got off a great punt his last time out there. Is he going to fake it? Oh, he's going back to throw that thing. Boy, this is dangerous. Now Mack's going to run. He's got nowhere to go, though. He was dead to rights, and he's out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Well, the fake punt goes awry, and South Bend Riley is going to get the ball in great field position at the Wayne 32. Make that the 31-yard line. 3:42 left to go in this first half. As South Bend Riley looks to add to its lead. Wayne won the toss to start the game, and they deferred. So they will get the ball to start the second half, but right now they're looking to get a stop with their backs up against the wall, basically, as Clark floats it downfield. Intercepted! Picked off on the far side, and was that Sharon? Rashad King, rather, with the interception, and he just jumped that route. There's a little change of pace here. The Generals, their defense backed up against the wall, and they get a turnover. Boy, King read that thing beautifully. It's the ball back to the 32-yard line, which is where the last Riley drive would have started. Clock stops at 3:30. Handoff to Stallings. He finds some room. Oh, nice cut. Stallings, the first down and more. A stiff arm. Stallings still on his feet. Pinballing his way across the 30. And check that. That's Nelson. Kemar Nelson. Well, my apologies there. Nelson's a good bit bigger than Stallings is, but he got the job done on that last play. And that's the kind of run play that Wayne was no doubt looking for. Stallings is back in there now. Sharon is the lone wide receiver to the near side. Stallings does get the call this time, and it is a good gain on first down as he takes it to about the 24. Well, after the interception, Wayne has something going offensively, it looks like. Now, if they're able to find the end zone, they'll have a decision to make. Stallings pursued. He's able to get positive yardage. It's a short gain, though. Looks like he got just to the 23, a 1-yard gain. Third and short. It's Nelson with the first down. All pinballing. Get out of my way, says Kemar. Well, I tell you what, seeing him run that guy down at the end of the play makes me think of an old school running back, talking about Earl Campbell, the former Houston Oilers running back, and he was one of those backs where if you got in his way, he would run you over. It's Nelson again fighting forward, a short gain that time. Got about 2 yards on the play. Nelson was a workhorse in the ground game last week. I believe he's now got 5 carries for this game. It was the run game that set things up for Wayne when they got their first touchdown. Second and goal. They're going to get Stallings in there to take Nelson's place. And Stallings gets the call, turns it upfield, gets down to about the 2. Well, Wayne continues to surge forward. About 1:31 left to go. And of course, if Wayne doesn't get this, they're in position that they maybe could go for it, or they might be in position to go for it. But they could also kick the field goal and go up by 2. Timeout is taken here. It's South Bend Riley who takes the timeout. They've got 1 left by my count. Well, the running game has been a strength for the Generals today. It especially was a strength for them on their first scoring drive. Josiah Stallings and his carries helped to give the Generals some momentum. Kemar Nelson kept that momentum going. And Nelson has some quality carries this drive. 3 carries this drive, and in both cases, or 2 of those cases, he lowered the boom on a tackler in the open field. They just gave him a break on the last play. Now, if Wayne doesn't get this, they don't need to use a timeout. South Bend Riley has a timeout left, and Wayne can let some time run down before they choose to either kick the field goal or go for it on 4th down. But it's goal to go here. Ball spotted at the 3-yard line. But Wayne has been aggressive today. It would be no surprise if they were to go for it on 4th down, if the opportunity arises. Trey Dillard will go under center. He's done that all night long. Nelson's back there in the backfield. A little mix-up there, I think. Did the ball come loose? Looked like Wayne got a yard out of that. That looked like a mix-up there. I'm not sure if that ball was given to an up-back or what might have happened. Well, Wayne doesn't have to be in any hurry here. If they're thinking about taking a timeout, they can do so with about 2 seconds on the play clock. They've got the offense out there. We'll see if they just go ahead and run the play or if they let the clock run down and then take the timeout. Riley's also got a timeout in their back pocket. I'm surprised they're not using it. Or did they just use it? Wayne just used it. Used it with 7 seconds on the play clock. Well, that leaves 43.8 seconds left. Well, Wayne's only touchdown of this game came on a 4th and 8 with Trey Dillard keeping it on a play-action fake and taking it all the way for 6. We'll see what happens here on this 4th and goal from the 3. Got a few updates here. Taylor leads 20-6 over Blackhawk Christian. Meanwhile, Snyder and East Noble are in a lightning delay. As far as the score goes, Snyder is in the lead, 21-10. Snyder's looking to bounce back after their loss last week to Warren Central, where they got shut out. That's a rare thing for Snyder. Wayne's got the offense back out on the field. It looks like they are going to go for it. Jacob Sharon is out there. We'll see how they line him up. They're going to line him up wide to the left. And it looks like Nelson is in the backfield again. This is 4th and 3. Whistles blow. Timeout. Called by Wayne. Well, now, if you're the Generals, you've had the offense out there looking like you're going to go for it. Now you've lined up, and we're about to go for it. Instead, a timeout is called. So Sherwood Haydock and the Generals will have a decision to be made here. Of course, Sherwood Haydock has been around the game of football for a long time. I believe this is his 37th year as a head coach. Now, coming into the season, I got the chance to interview Coach Haydock. And among other things, I asked him about Kemar Nelson, and Haydock, who, like I said, has coached for 37 years, had some very high praise for Kemar. Went on to say that he's the, and I quote, the best linebacker I've ever been around, end quote. And those are the words of Sherwood Haydock in that interview I had with him earlier this year. But he was on the field as a running back that last time. We'll see if the Generals keep the offense out there. Only a 1-point game. If they kick a field goal and get it, they'll have the lead. But it looks like they're going to keep the offense out there. Lanas Martin out there as one of the up men along with Bushy. And Kemar Nelson is the deep back. This is power formation. It's Nelson who gets the call, surges ahead. Touchdown, Generals! Kemar Nelson puts Wayne on top. Another 4th down score for Wayne, and now a decision to be made. Do they go for 2 or do they kick the PAT? It looks like they're going for 2. Wayne has been aggressive all night long. And indeed, they're going to go for 2. Josiah Stallings in the backfield. And again, whistles blow this dead. It's going to be a false start. Nope, offsides. Offsides against the Wildcats. That's going to move Wayne even closer. 41.5 left to go here in this first half. And Kemar Nelson's coming back out there. This is no surprise. This is, you would think, short yardage territory. Should say you would think this is power football territory. And that's what you get right here, and it's a walk-in 2-point conversion for Kemar. As the cannons go off in celebration. 41.5, Wayne on top of South Bend Riley. South Bend Riley has just one timeout in their back pocket. It's going to be interesting how they play out this next possession. It sounds like we might have a couple of games in a lightning delay. Joe Northern seemed to just let us know that Lures and New Haven are in a lightning delay. Now, of course, Riley's got the running quarterback, and if they can get Phoenix Clark out in space and get a big gain, that might be helpful for them. However, they've only got one timeout, so you're probably looking at a couple of throws to the sidelines, maybe even set up for potential field goal, not game-winning field goal, but late field goal in the half. Harold Mack sets it up. Wayne had the hard-fought win last week over Crispus Attucks. So far, it's been a hard-fought game so far. And an onside kick easily recovered. Or was it? Did the ball come loose? Wildcats recovered it. Number 44, Ryan Holloway, falls on top of it. And now South Bend Riley has the ball at their own 48-yard line. They'll have great field position here. Now, Wayne's going to get the ball to start the second half, but that was an interesting decision. If it were up to me, I would have kicked it deep there, but it's not up to me. And they've been aggressive. That's been for sure. 40.7 seconds left. Generals do show pressure here. Clark rolls out, looks to throw, fires downfield, incomplete. It looked like he was going for James Aiken. He's going to bring you second down and 10. 34.8 left to go here in the second quarter. South Bend Riley has a timeout left. Wayne has used up all their timeouts. To the near side, that's complete. Broken tackle. And pushed out of bounds was Monroe. And then a flag comes in. They're going to call that a late hit, it looks like. Sounds like Bravion Query is going to be the one who's flagged with that, an extra 15 yards. 15-yard penalty with 28.4 to go. That's definitely not what the Generals wanted. They tacked that on to where the ball would have been at, which was the 47. It's going to put the ball at the 32-yard line in Wayne territory. And again, Riley still has a timeout left. They still have not yet had to use it. Can the Generals defense bounce back? Clark to the far side, incomplete. Boy, these out routes have gotten receivers out in space, but Clark on a couple of occasions has just missed them. And he missed his man that time. That does stop the clock, which is good for Riley. Because again, they're able to save their timeout for at least another play. Play clock down to 12. Clark floats it downfield, incomplete. I think that was Wooten who had the coverage over there on the far side. Adrian Wooten, one of the Generals' leaders in interceptions a year ago. 18.7 left, and it's 3rd down and 10. Well, in most junctures of the game, you would think this would be 4-down territory, although I'm not sure that South Bend Riley's really looking at a short route. I think they're just trying to get a little bit closer. Well, a short route would accomplish that. 3rd and 10 here. Clark gets some pressure, flush to his right, throws on the run, that's complete, upended, short of the first down. I think that was Bushy who made the tackle. 2 seconds left, Riley has a timeout left, and they spiked the ball. They spiked the ball on 4th down. Did Riley get the timeout off? They had one timeout, and Clark spiked the ball. My goodness, they could have bought themselves one more play. Instead, they used it up. Well, the Generals will take it. They're up 14-7 at halftime in what has been a very much hard-fought game. Wayne has had a lot of success running the football. In fact, the running game really kind of breeded their success in moving the football here in this second half. And while we have a chance, we will get a few words in from some of our sponsors. Always appreciate our sponsors. They allow us to do the games that we get to do every week on SummitCitySports.com. At Ottenweller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process from bid to build. Visit OttenwellerContracting.com to learn more. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. My apologies for the delay here. I got a little buffering on my screen. There we go. Jolie Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government. Whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolie Law Firm is your answer. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration, providing top-notch commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu for more information. Well, a couple of games in the area have gone into lightning delays. It doesn't look like we have because the Wayne dance team is out there. But right now, the Wayne Generals on the football field lead at 14-7. The running game has been a strength for them. A rushing touchdown on 4th down for Trey Dillard, and then a 4th down rushing touchdown for Kemar Nelson. Well, we got a chance. We're going to go ahead and show you that rushing touchdown that Nelson had not too long ago. Just line it up on 4th down and let Nelson do his thing. Our replay is brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Good job by the offensive line, and Nelson, just a little surge across the goal line, was able to get it in, and the Generals take a 12-7 lead with that. That lead, of course, would become 14-7. And again, it was Kemar Nelson getting it done on the ground. Here's another look at that play. They line up heavy, let Kemar take the ball, and he just waltzed in for that 2-point conversion. 14-7 at halftime. A good half so far for the Wayne Generals, and give them credit. They bounced back from an early strike by South Bend Riley. I'll talk more about that when I come back from this next break. You are watching high school football here on SummitCitySports.com.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Why choose Kelly Chevrolet? We offer a wide selection of new and used inventory with a team that guides you to your perfect fit. Our certified pre-owned options ensure peace of mind with warranties and rigorous inspections. Competitive pricing, flexible financing, and convenient trade and services, making your dream Chevrolet a reality. Trust our experienced service team to keep your vehicle in top shape and enjoy free car washes as long as you own your vehicle.
We are back here at Wayne Stadium. The Generals lead at 14-7 over the Wildcats of South Bend Riley. Wayne trying to go to 2-0 on the season. So is Riley. South Bend Riley winning their first game just a week ago. That was against Hammond Bishop Knoll, out in Hammond. Well, some of the games in the area have gone into lightning delays. That has not been the case yet here at Wayne. The announcement was just made that there is severe weather in the area. However, it has not apparently been spotted right here around Wayne High School, so they have not sent the game into a delay. However, the announcement was made that if the game were to go into a delay, they would have the fans make their way to their cars. But again, reminder that lightning had been spotted in other games here in the Fort Wayne area. Snyder, they're playing over at Northrop High School. That's their home stadium, Spooler Stadium. And they were leading East Noble 21-10 at halftime, but that game then went into a weather delay, and it sounds as though Lures and New Haven have gone into a weather delay as well. But right here, we're only in a delay in the sense that we're at halftime. It's the scheduled delay, if you will. The Wayne dance team has already done a little performance, and now the band is going to do a little performance. In the meantime, Wayne really had to bounce back from an early struggle, so to speak. They gave up the touchdown on South Bend Riley's first drive of the game. The Wildcats moved the ball extremely well, particularly on the ground. They got the touchdown. As Phoenix Clark rushed it in from, I believe, 5 yards out. We'll go ahead and see if we can't show you that replay. Got a lot of replays here on my screen, so my apologies if this takes a little extra time, and they very well may take a lot of extra time. I think I've got the play right here. It's a little zone read, and then Clark able to fight his way to the goal line. Despite Bravion Query's best efforts, it was a touchdown for Riley. and that gave them the 7-0 lead. However, after that point, Wayne's defense has really bared down. They forced 2 3-and-outs. Although they did allow Riley to move the football after starting from their own 5-yard line, Wayne was able to bear down and come up with a big sack. Kemar Nelson and Jaden Bushy helped combine to get that one. And really halted the drive for South Bend Riley. We'll go ahead and show you once again the play that got Wayne into the lead, their first lead of the game. This was Kemar Nelson, a little power run play, heavy formation, and you trust a guy like Kemar to take it up the middle, and it looks like he did get the ball across before his knees went down. And Kemar Nelson with, I do believe, 6 carries this half, not counting the 2-point conversion after that very touchdown. It's been a big workhouse, but we can't forget about Josiah Stallings. Wayne's first scoring drive, it was Stallings who was the primary ball carrier. Though he did not find the end zone, he ran very effectively. The line blocked for him, and Stallings did his job extremely well. We got 6.5 minutes before the second half gets underway. Of course, they'll also give the kids about an extra 3 minutes of warm-ups before they come back on the field to start the second half. Meantime, a few more words from our sponsors. Again, I do apologize, folks. Got a little buffering on my end, so if you're wondering what the reason for the delay is, that's the reason. Specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit tjwindustrial.com. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA. Earn your edge this season. PSM's Edge Training Program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. Again, apologize for the delay here. It's the buffering on my end. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260Sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Well, the Wayne Marching Band putting on a little performance, and if you're a Wayne fan, you've got a reason to march for joy, at least right now you do, because the Generals are up 14-7 at halftime. A rushing touchdown by Trey Dillard on 4th and 8, and then a 4th and goal rushing touchdown by Kemar Nelson from 3 yards out. And the Generals have a 14-7 lead. And again, I will remind our viewers that we are not currently in a weather delay. However, other games around the area have gone into weather delays. And well, I was told earlier that we weren't in a delay, but now I'm being told we might be in a delay. The announcement might be coming here shortly. The band is still out on the field.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Mr. Woods and the Wayne Southside Marching Band. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, severe weather is now in the area. This game is delayed at this time. You have been requested to move to your cars. Call for a ride. If you do not have a ride, if you do not have shelter, you are to go to the auxiliary gym and entrance doors 7 and door 8. This game is officially delayed due to weather. Please evacuate to your cars.
Well, so there's the announcement. We are now in a weather delay, a severe weather delay here at Wayne Stadium. It's 14-7 at halftime, and the fans have been told to evacuate and go to their cars. Meanwhile, while we are in that delay, we are going to go ahead and go to a brief break. You're watching high school football here on SummitCitySports.com.
Soccer since I was 5 years old. Started with Upward and then started with the Leo middle school teams and then started playing high school and decided that soccer was my sport. I further wanted to play travel and I decided to play with sport club. College soccer has been a dream for me since freshman and sophomore year of high school. I went to the Manchester University ID camp and I really liked it. Their team is very young. They have a lot to look forward to. They're big on family and that's what I really like. The last couple months have been very critical, battling through both my surgery and my other injury. I've worked with Mike at Parkview Athletic Rehab to strengthen my knee. The EDGE program makes me better as a soccer player because soccer comes with strength and with the agility, change of direction. I've become a faster runner. Tiffany has helped me become a better person in general. She's helped me throughout my injuries and she's one of my #1 supporters. PSM has been very beneficial with making sure I'm still healthy and becoming more healthy, and that made me drive to be better at soccer. I'm very happy from where I came.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I'm Emerson Weaver from Leo High School and Empowered Volleyball Academy. I first picked up a volleyball, I was probably like 8. I started playing club because my best friend did it, especially going into my late middle school years. I started training hard and now I'm playing high school and I love it, and I'm playing beach and I love it, and it's amazing because I get the best of both worlds. For the past 2 years, I really focused on beach, and that's really where I kind of want to go with my future. At Empowered, we've done specific sports performance training with PSM, and it's really just helped us grow as athletes. I notice it, I'm jumping higher, I'm running faster. It's just really helped me overall. It's insane how much of a better athlete I've become, being able to lift and do all those different movements, and I can really just notice as a club. It's truly helping us all the way around as volleyball players. It's just been super beneficial.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
PSM is not just for me, it's for all athletes in the city, because I'm not the only person in the city that's playing different sports. There's people that play golf, lacrosse, every type of sport in there. I like how it's just personalized. So like your sport, over the winter and most of the summer, I think I focused on putting on weight, putting on more muscle. That'll help in all aspects of football, being able to defeat blocks, tackle, and prevent injuries more. I'm way stronger in other mental aspects of the game, my approach at the plate, how to play different hitters and all that type of stuff that goes into the game. But once August came around, then it was full football mode. It was kind of cool to get that first football offer, and it also shows people around the area that I'm something other than just a baseball player.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
basically the sport for me, and I knew that. I grew up on a golf course. A lot of my family's played golf, and then there's been a lot of college golfers I played with, and I've always wanted to be like them. College golf's always been a goal, and I'm excited that I'm going to get that chance. I ended up choosing Franklin. I really like it there. Really young program. Great school as well. I just enjoyed it there, and definitely excited for the 4 years. I started Edge 2 years ago, and that's where I've noticed my biggest improvements. It's coming in here, getting speed, agility, as well as rotation and everything. It all translates to the golf game. Becoming stronger, getting some club speed, be able to hit it farther. You have to put in the work. Also, the mental game's a big thing, and Tiffany and I work on that a ton, and I think she's probably one of the biggest reasons why I am where I am. That's a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff that you really don't think about that really translates to the golf game.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Why choose Kelly Chevrolet? We offer a wide selection of new and used inventory with a team that guides you to your perfect fit. Our certified pre-owned options ensure peace of mind with warranties and rigorous inspections. Competitive pricing, flexible financing, and convenient trade and services, making your dream Chevrolet a reality. Trust our experienced service team to keep your vehicle in top shape and enjoy free car washes as long as you own your vehicle.
Well, we are at halftime here at Wayne Stadium. However, we are also in a weather delay. Severe weather was spotted in the area, and everybody has been asked to evacuate the stadium. So that's what's going on here, and people have gotten in their cars. They are leaving the stadium. Those who do not have cars have been asked to go to Wayne's auxiliary gym. As for what will happen for the remainder of this game, we are still trying to figure that out. However, what we have been told is that the severe weather is expected to hit at about 9:20. So 9 minutes from now is when the severe weather is expected to hit. That's what we're being told. Administrators are monitoring the weather and the radars, trying to determine if this game can be finished tonight or if it will have to be picked up at a later date. Now, in checking the forecast earlier today, the weather was supposed to continue on into tomorrow. So if they decide to make this game up tomorrow, it would likely have to be in the afternoon or evening. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. Right now, Wayne leading 14-7 on the scoreboard. So what we're being told is that the rain is expected to become heavy rain in about 28 minutes and then become light rain 24 minutes later. So that's the latest update we have. Right now, waiting to see what happens with this game. Will it be continued today? Will it be continued at a later date? We're still trying to figure all that out. You're watching high school football right here on SummitCitySports.com.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Why choose Kelly Chevrolet? We offer a wide selection of new and used inventory with a team that guides you to your perfect fit. Our certified pre-owned options ensure peace of mind with warranties and rigorous inspections. Competitive pricing, flexible financing, and convenient trade and services, making your dream Chevrolet a reality. Trust our experienced service team to keep your vehicle in top shape and enjoy free car washes as long as you own your vehicle.
Kids home.
Yeah, that's kind of what we deal with here.
Halftime here at Wayne Stadium. On the scoreboard, Wayne does lead 14-7 over South Bend Riley, but we are currently in a weather delay, and we're still trying to await to determine whether or not this game will be resumed tonight or at a later date and what that date might be. Now, what that date might be may not be decided by the end of the day. It may be decided tomorrow or may be decided on Monday, but right now we are awaiting the restart of this game, whether that should be tonight or whether the game is called for tonight and resumed at a later date. We'll have to find out in a little bit. Severe weather was spotted in the area, and fans were told to evacuate to their cars, and fans that did not have cars or did not have rides to pick them up were to go to the auxiliary gym. So right now, Athletic Director Gary Raber is on the phone and trying to figure out what the plan is for now. Right now, he may be giving the information to head coach Sherwood Haydock of the Generals and head coach Derek Lee of the Riley Wildcats. In the meantime, we will be right back in just a matter of moments. You're watching high school football right here on SummitCitySports.com.
It was basically the sport for me, and I knew that. I grew up on a golf course. A lot of my family's played golf, and then there's been a lot of college golfers I played with, and I've always wanted to be like them. College golf's always been a goal, and I'm excited that I'm going to get that chance. I ended up choosing Franklin. I really like it there. Really young program. Great school as well. I just enjoyed it there, and definitely excited for the 4 years. I started Edge 2 years ago, and that's where I've noticed my biggest improvements. It's coming in here, getting speed, agility, as well as rotation and everything. It all translates to the golf game. Becoming stronger, gaining some club speed, be able to hit it farther. You have to put in the work. Also, the mental game's a big thing, and Tiffany and I work on that a ton, and I think she's probably one of the biggest reasons why I am where I am. That's a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff that you really don't think about that really translates to the golf game.
Countdown 3, 2, 1.
Back here at Wayne Stadium, Generals are leading the Wildcats of South Bend Riley 14-7 at halftime, but we may be about to get a decision here soon. We might be. I'm not sure. I do know that Gary Raber is down there talking with one of the Riley coaches. Gary Raber, of course, the athletic director here at Wayne High School, and they had a little senior day festivity before things got started here. They recognized the seniors from the football team, the cross-country team. Some of the cheerleaders and soccer players were recognized as well. Usually senior night happens at the end of a team's regular season, but today, Wayne doing a little early senior day, not just for football, but for all of fall sports. But right now we're trying to wait and see if this game will be resumed tonight or if it will be resumed at a later date. Right now, Wayne in a good place score-wise. They lead at 14-7. Some other games in the area have gone into weather delays. We'll see if we've got any updates, any further updates on any of those. Jaron Matheny, one of our announcers, telling us that we might be about to be postponed at Spooler Stadium. That's East Noble versus Snyder. We last heard Snyder was leading that game. It sounds like they are also close to going into the delay between Lures and New Haven. Also hearing from Josh Butts that Gage Bennett got a safety for Blackhawk Christian on Taylor's quarterback. In the meantime, we're still trying to sort things out. So we will be back in just a matter of moments. You're watching high school football here on SummitCitySports.com.
Soccer since I was 5 years old. Started with Upward and then started with the Leo middle school teams and then started playing high school and decided that soccer was my sport. I further wanted to play travel and I decided to play with sport club. College soccer has been a dream for me since freshman and sophomore year of high school. I went to the Manchester University ID camp and I really liked it. Their team is very young. They have a lot to look forward to. They're big on family and that's what I really like. The last couple months have been very critical, battling through both my surgery and my other injury. I've worked with Mike at Parkview Athletic Rehab to strengthen my knee. The EDGE program makes me better as a soccer player because soccer comes with strength and with the agility, change of direction. I've become a faster runner. Tiffany has helped me become a better person in general. She's helped me throughout my injuries and she's one of my #1 supporters. PSM has been very beneficial with making sure I'm still healthy and becoming more healthy, and that made me drive to be better at soccer. I'm very happy from where I came.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I'm Emerson Weaver from Leo High School and Empowered Volleyball Academy. I first picked up a volleyball, I was probably like 8. I started playing club because my best friend did it, especially going into my late middle school years. I started training hard and now I'm playing high school and I love it, and I'm playing beach and I love it, and it's amazing because I get the best of both worlds. For the past 2 years, I really focused on beach, and that's really where I kind of want to go with my future. At Empowered, we've done specific sports performance training with PSM, and it's really just helped us grow as athletes. I notice it, I'm jumping higher, I'm running faster. It's just really helped me overall. It's insane how much of a better athlete I've become, being able to lift and do all those different movements, and I can really just notice it as a club. It's truly helping us all the way around as volleyball players. It's just been super beneficial.
Well, we do have official word now that this game has been postponed, has been delayed for the evening. There will be no more football tonight. We don't know if the game will be made up. We hear that there's a chance that it may be no contest, which means nobody goes home a winner, nobody goes home a loser. Now, Wayne, they can hang their hats on the fact that they fought back after giving up an early touchdown on the first possession from scrimmage, and they lead at 14-7 at halftime. However, at this point, it's a game that ends in a delay. We don't know if it will be made up. By all accounts, it may not be. We'll have to wait to see for later, but for tonight, the game is over. So this game ends with Wayne leading 14-7 over South Bend Riley at halftime and going into a weather delay. That's going to do it from here at Wayne Stadium. From a cameraman, Matt Jackson, this is Thad Goff saying so long from Wayne Stadium.
It was basically the sport for me, and I knew that. I grew up on a golf course. A lot of my family's played golf, and then there's been a lot of college golfers I played with, and I've always wanted to be like them. College golf's always been a goal, and I'm excited that I'm going to get that chance. I ended up choosing Franklin. I really like it there. Really young program. Great school as well. I just enjoyed it there, and definitely excited for the 4 years. I started EDGE 2 years ago, and that's where I've noticed my biggest improvements. It's coming in here, getting speed, agility, as well as rotation and everything. It all translates to the golf game. Becoming stronger, gaining some club speed, be able to hit it farther. You have to put in the work. Also, the mental game's a big thing, and Tiffany and I work on that a ton, and I think she's probably one of the biggest reasons why I am where I am. That's a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff that you really don't think about that really translates to the golf game.
Countdown 3, 2, 1.